Hey everyone, welcome to Our Small Footprint. Today's video is just a quick one. It is a bit of an intro of the kids. So people have been asking me to get the kids to sort of introduce, to say who they are on camera, so they can differentiate between the kids. Some of them were more cooperative than others. Some of them were better in front of a camera than others. Some didn't talk. Some refused to get in front of the camera at all, but I will share what I've got, and the only child that refused completely was Apollo. I'll put a photo up of him and put his details on that photo. But enjoy listening to the kids when they're put on the spot in front of a camera. It's never fun for anyone, so we got what we got. I also got some footage of the dogs because people have been asking me about the dogs, so I took some quick footage and I'll try and label who is who on there for you as well. We have 4 dogs. Daisy was a giveaway rescue type dog, and unfortunately when we got her she fell pregnant pretty much straight away. A stray dog or 2 got into the yard and impregnated her. So she had 15 puppies. We kept 3 of them and the other ones were surrendered. So the other 3 dogs are Daisy's pups, so they are coming up to 3 years old I think now, and they all look very different because I'm guessing there was a couple of fathers. So introduced the dogs there as well. Other than that, I have a clip too of the noodles. So I was talking about how I wanted to make my own Asian style stir-fry noodles because I normally buy them at Aldi and they haven't had them in stock a few times lately. So I managed to make some myself with my Philips noodle maker to have with dinner last night, and it was really nice. So I filmed that and I will share that clip. I had to bake some bicarb soda in the oven for an hour before making them, and that helps with the texture and things like that. So they turned out really well, though I will buy myself a smaller die for my Philips pasta maker, I think, because I'd like much thinner noodles. I prefer the Singapore style rather than the Hokkien style, so I will get a new die for that to make them thinner as well. And then that way, that is one more thing that I don't need to purchase and store in the fridge, because they're fridge not shelf stable, the ones that I buy, so it's good to be able to make them when I want them rather than having to have something else in the fridge. It limits too, because when I buy them from Aldi I normally have to eat them within the first couple of weeks of the groceries because they only have a certain length of time use by date on them because they're a fresh fridge item. So being able to make my own leaves it open for me to have them more often. We do tend to eat them far more often in spring and summer when I have plenty of veggies coming in from the garden, because they are nicer with fresh veggies than with frozen. But even in winter I like them occasionally, and the kids really enjoy them. So I have that to share. Other than that, I didn't do much else in the kitchen yesterday at all, so I didn't film much else. I had a lot of typing to catch up on, which I have now caught up on nearly all of it. So I've got the next 2 days to try and pump in a lot of stuff to get done. I have one of the pork roasts that needs to be sorted because the vacuum seal on the bag has gone. I seem to get one like that every time I do my shopping. 2 of them, they have really long dates on them, like into August, because it's pork and it's vacuum sealed, and then one of them the vacuum seal will blow, and so I'm not game to leave it till the date on it because it's not vacuum sealed anymore. So I end up having to make one beforehand. We've run out of sausage casings, so this one won't go into sausage casings because I need more, but I bought 3, so I'll make 2 into sausages. This one I will do something else with. I might can some of it actually, if you'd like to see that. I can chunks of pork, dry can it straight into jars, and then that way when we want pulled pork for on tacos or as pizza toppings or whatever, you just open a jar and you got pulled pork. So I might do some of it like that for you guys, and I'll do my normal rind over potatoes as a treat because we always do that with that as well. I decided to sign up to be a Thermomix consultant. I've been debating it for weeks now. I have mentioned it. So I decided to do it. I decided that I wanted to upgrade my Thermomix, and if I was going to upgrade it, I may as well sign on as a consultant and see if I can earn some money towards paying for what I'm paying towards it. So You pay a certain amount up front, and then your first 6 sales pays the rest of it off. If I don't make the 6 sales, I have to pay it off myself, which is fine, I'll figure it out. But I thought that was worth doing because I really wanted to get it done. We got the new solar working, we still haven't got it tidied up. Once we get all the wires tidied up and things like that, I'll do a bit more of an in-depth video on how it works. We have some more wire coming, a big cable drum of more wire coming, because we don't have enough to neaten it up along the rafters or anything at the moment, so it's all sort of hanging down. But we will get that fixed, and then I will go through exactly how that works for you as well. I picked up all that decking, so we're going to extend the kitchen deck and that, but we haven't started on that yet either, and we're also going to refloor the bathroom with that too. Darryl is picking up our quarter of a cow on Tuesday, so once I get that, I will lay it all out and show you what came with that too, and I'm excited about that. But I do need to get through the rest of the chicken and stuff that's in the fridge before that comes, so that we've got room. So that's the tasks over the weekend. I'll get that one pork done, I'll get all the chicken sorted, maybe a bulk load of those chicken Kievs or something, and maybe some faux KFC chicken. It always goes down well. We might have that for dinner one night. So I will get that sorted, and before the quarter of a beef comes, and I'll share that as well. What else is going on? Oh, and then I assume the Thermomix, by looking at shipping and stuff, it might arrive Monday or Tuesday. So when I get that, I'll unbox it for you guys on video too, and I will cook some things in it, because I haven't been able to cook in my old one for ages. So I'm not going to bother doing it now. I'm going to wait and I'm going to hook the new one up and use that and give that a go. Maybe I'll make the kids some coconut custard straight up as a treat, because I really adore the way custard works in the Thermomix. So I will share that with you as well. So that's what's upcoming. Over the next couple of days, I will share all the food that I'm doing, and then we will see what happens in the new week. And hopefully you enjoy coming along, and I will see you then. So enjoy the following clips. We will have all the kid stuff and the noodles for you following all of this rambling. And I will see you again tomorrow or the next day or whenever we see you. And thank you so much for watching. See you later. There you go.
My name's Kavik, and I'm 6, and my favorite animal is a Matthew packet, and I love you, and I like, what is it called again? Oh, a lizard.
You like lizards? Cool, thank you. Now you go.
Hi, I'm Lorcan. My favorite animal is an owl. My favorite Pokemon, mostly favorite Pokemon, is Alakazam and Noctowl and Mewtwo. And also, no, I'm age 7, Orpheus twin.
Really?
That do I know. That do I know.
Okay, thank you. There you go.
My name is Orpheus and I'm 7.
What
My
else do you want
favorite animal is a blue cat
to say? A blue cat.
and a blue tiger. And I like Noctowl and Pokemon, and that's all I like.
There you go. Anything you want? You say, my name's Sonnet, and I like kings, and I am, how old are you?
7, 9. Now?
Come on.
Sonnet. I don't know what she's talking about.
You want to talk to me?
Okay, delete that.
Hi, I'm Surreal. I'm 14, turning 15 next month.
And just every dog.
Yo there, my name is Cyborg. I like to eat poo-poo.
There's Posy and Bear.
Posy's here.
Daisy!
Not.
Hi, my name is Daisy. I like to chew my toto. Hi, I'm Posy.
So with the Asian noodles, you have to use a product called either it's kansui, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, which is a liquid form. It's a sodium bicarbonate mix. I haven't done enough research to give you any more details than that. All I know is that you use it to help with the texture of the noodles, to stop them breaking, keep them firmer. So a DIY version of it is to bake bicarb soda for an hour at, I think it was 120 degrees. So I did that, and I baked like a cup of it so that I can put some in a jar, and I don't have to do that again anytime soon, and it changes the properties of it in some way that makes it the same as this kansui. I really should have done some research before I talked to you about it so I could tell you, but you can look it up yourself if you'd like. So I baked the bicarb for using and had that ready to go. Now I have a Philips Avance pasta maker. I've had it for many years, so I don't know if they look the same now, but this is what mine looks like. And they do have scales built in, so you can weigh directly into the hopper, but I was weighing into a bowl because this is the first time I've made this recipe. I just wasn't real sure what I was doing. So you need to mix all the dry ingredients together, which in this recipe is 350 grams of all-purpose flour, 150 grams of bread flour, 5 grams of salt, and 5 grams of that baked bicarb. So I put all that into a bowl and mixed that up well. I then put it all into the hopper of the pasta maker and then ran a knead cycle to make sure that all that flour was mixed well. So the knead cycles are 3 minutes long, and you can run a knead cycle by just holding down the play button. So I did that. Once that was done, while that was going, I whisked up the eggs and the water. So you have 4 eggs plus cold water to bring it up to 220 mils, and then 10 mils of oil as well. So you add that all to a bowl and whisk that up really well. The better you whisk it, the easier it is to pour it into the hopper. So whisk that up accordingly. These are an egg-based noodle. There are ones that don't have eggs in them, of course. I really like eggs in my noodles because I feel like it makes them slightly healthier because it has that protein of egg in there. I might just be fooling myself, but just leave me to do that. And then you pour it into the machine while it's running on another 3-minute knead cycle. So you have to turn it off on at the power point, and then you can hold down that play button and you can knead it as many times as you want without it extruding. So I slowly added those eggs into the machine while it was running so that the eggs are emulsified into the flour mix and kneaded in the way that these machines require. The dough for an extrusion machine is very different to the dough for that you hand roll. It's sort of like the dough when I mix it in the food processor before I knead it out. It's sort of in balls rather than being a cohesive dough. So we poured that in and let it run. Then I paused it again. So part of making the Asian noodles is allowing a rest period. I think a lot of people do it with plain noodles these days too, but they want a 30-minute rest period between that knead and your final knead and extrusion. So I turned it off and walked away for a bit doing other things for 30 minutes. Once I came back, I turned it off and on again at the power so that I could do another knead cycle, held down the play button, but let it continue through to extrusion. So it does the kneading for 3 minutes and then it starts extruding. The noodles came out perfectly. Sometimes you have to cut off the first lot of noodles and put them back in the hopper because they're just shaggy or not very well shaped. These came out lovely and smooth and perfect right from the beginning. So I let them extrude for the whole time period. The machine's really good. At times, if it feels like there's not enough there, it'll go backwards and jiggle up all the product in there and then go forwards again to push more product out. It takes around about 15 minutes to do a full 500 gram load, which isn't too bad considering noodles aren't really something I could do by hand, I don't think. I suppose I could do flat ones, but then they're not noodles. I could do flat rice noodles, but not, don't know. But anyway, I can make flat rice noodles in this as well, which I will do at some time soon because I really like char kway teow and it has flat rice noodles, so I will give that another go as well. I have done them a long time ago, but it's been a while. So once it extrudes all the noodles, then I boiled them for 2 minutes. So I added them to already boiling water and timed it for 2 minutes. These were a bit thicker than I like my Asian style noodles to be. I like them to be a bit more Singapore thin style. So this thickness probably required a little bit more boiling. They were perfectly edible, but they had a little bit of a bite to them. They were a little bit firmer than the kids really liked. They ate them all though, so you know, it can't have been too bad.